it feels like there's this whole other movie over here and this Jackie Chan thing.
Yeah. It's weird because I feel like Jackie Chan's story would have been more effective if they treated his story from the beginning like the main supporting story, like the main B story. Yeah. And then you would walk away going, Jackie Chan's really the scene stealer of this movie, Pierce Brosnan's movie. And then you walk out of this going, Pierce Brosnan's really the scene stealer of Jackie Chan's movie.
You're like, what is happening?
It really just because of the pitch and the title. Well, hello, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Helba.
And I'm John Humphrey.
So we're gonna talk about a movie today, The Foreigner.
The Foreigner.
We're doing an Irish accent because it's really not about a Chinaman.
That's a little bit racist.
Yeah, well, that was the book title.
That is the book title.
That was the book title this movie is based on.
And they say it twice in the movie.
Yeah, okay. So we're just quoting the movie there. We're not actually racist against the Chinese people. Want to make that clear. So before going into this film, I was pretty excited for it.
Yeah, this is the Chan I've been waiting for.
Because I grew up a huge Jackie Chan fanatic.
Yeah,
started with Rumble in the Bronx. Yeah, we were young kids, really into Jackie Chan. Watched Rumble in the Bronx when I was a kid, and then I watched a bunch of his Hong Kong films. And then over the past few years, in terms of American cinema,
Rush Hour 3.
He hasn't been all too appealing to the world lately.
Skip Trace.
Yeah. One of the films I really enjoyed that he did a few years ago was The Karate Kid, actually. And I thought he gave a wonderful dramatic performance in it. So I've kind of been hoping he'd transition a little bit more into that arena, into being a strong dramatic actor, one of those like old man action heroes. I've been using the phrase old man Chan lately. By the time this movie was done, you realize this movie's more of an IRA political thriller.
Yeah, this is not about Jackie Chan.
This is not what the trailers, like, what's in the trailer is in the movie,
there.
But that's not what you walk away from by the time it's all done. Most of the emotional and intense focus of the film is actually dedicated to what's going on with Pierce Brosnan as this Irish government person who works with the British government.
Well, because to watch Jackie Chan carry out his mission, you have to watch a completely other story about Pierce Brosnan, and like all this inner workings of an IRA terrorist attack and government stuff, and
Because what the trailer sets it up as, and it is the setup of the film, Jackie Chan has a daughter, they live in England, and then there's a bombing that goes off, and Jackie Chan believes Pierce Brosnan knows the people who are responsible for this, so he's kind of setting out this vengeance mission just to find out the names of the people so he can extract revenge on those specific bombers. But halfway through the film, you realize most of the camera time is actually spent towards Pierce Brosnan and all the political thriller stuff, which is very intriguing and really gripping stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just not the movie. It's not an old man Chan kicking ass.
Well, because when Jackie Chan sets off on his mission, his first, point of contact is, all right, I gotta talk to Pierce Brosnan. He sees him on TV or whatever. And then once the movie gets there, it's like, I guess we gotta learn who this guy is.
Yeah.
And then the whole rest of the movie is kind of about that.
Because it starts off with like, oh, I like that we're getting to know Pierce Brosnan. That's cool.
Yeah. I was like, this movie's taking time for all of the different characters in the situation.
But it's not long after where you're like, whenever Jackie Chan shows up, you're like,
you're in this movie.
This is supposed to be your movie.
Yeah, it's like half the time you're watching a very compelling and suspenseful and cathartic even at times, like you said, IRA thriller. Every 20 minutes or so, Jackie Chan pops back up to, mess some things up for Pierce Brosnan.
And then go tell me the names.
You would tell me the names of the bombers.
The first half hour, he gives a great performance. He's the central focus of the first 30 to 40 minutes of this film. It's done in a clever way because as the audience who's aware of Jackie Chan, especially with the trailers being like the legend returns, you're expecting like old man Chan kicking ass.
You're expecting Death Wish with Jackie Chan.
Yeah. It doesn't just hop straight into he's like destroying shit. It escalates to the point where it takes so much time developing who this guy is that you forget that Jackie Chan knows how to do a bunch of martial arts. You just buy him as this old guy. And I was thinking, this is really brilliant. This is clever. Because I am totally buying into this old Asian dude who's grieving right now. And I'm not aware at all that this is a martial arts legendary actor right here.
Yeah, totally. And that was something that I was actually worried about going into this movie. One of the things, I wasn't as optimistic about the trailer. And part of that was I was wondering about his character. Because I was like, is the point of this movie like, terrorists killed my daughter, so I gotta become a terrorist and kill a whole lot of people? And, just every scene in that trailer shows that same kind of empty look. And I'm like, okay, He looks depressed. But when the movie like sets out, it takes its time, and in taking its time, you start to feel, all right, I guess this guy's got no other choice than to take matters into his own hands if he can't let go of it. And yeah, it gripped me the way a film would, not the way Taken starring Jackie Chan would.
Yeah.
And that was a surprise to me that I really liked.
Because a lot of people said, like, this looks like Taken with Jackie Chan. Well, it's not that at all.
Yeah.
It really isn't that movie at all. By the end of the film, not even by the end, about halfway through the film, it really hit me. This is way more Pierce Brosnan's movie than it is Jackie Chan's movie.
Jackie Chan becomes a subplot.
Yeah, he's like the B story who kind of just interferes with the story.
He's the Grim Reaper of the IRA.
That's one of the fascinating experiences of this film. By the time the movie was done, I was thinking to myself, I really heavily appreciated how this film was much more than this guy taking revenge and, you know, Pierce Brosnan being like bad guy who yells at his henchmen to go find, why can't you take out old guy?
Crooked politician. I know he's evil.
Yeah, it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's character is so multi-layered, and he's surrounded by other multi-layered characters, and the political mystery and intrigue is very well done. The thing, though, that happens is you realize this all kind of overshadows the entire effect of what Jackie Chan's story is in the movie.
Because his is the only one that's not like it's removed from everything else.
Yeah.
And that's why this does feel like two movies crashed into one.
Because by the time everything's unfolded, you kind of, like John and I were in the car ride back going, what purpose did Jackie Chan serve in the bigger story of this exactly? And then we were able to, without spoiling anything, like we were able to come up with conclusions. Well, he did this, and he did that. But it's one of those things where you have to go like, well, maybe because he interfered here and it caused this political plot thing to happen, that's the main purpose he served.
There's a lot of interplay, and some of the effects Jackie Chan has on the plot change the outcome of certain other situations you've seen. And so yeah, by the end, when you've done all the movie math at the end, you're like, you could have kind of removed him and the same problems would have probably occurred for Pierce Brosnan.
And the same outcome probably would have happened in the end, actually.
It's just now it's got an extra facet.
Because what the trailer doesn't show you is that this is really an IRA political thriller, and then you also got British intelligence in on this mission to look for the bombers, and there's a lot of focus given to the British intelligence as well. There's so much else happening. The most intense, gripping, emotional, dramatic scenes are with Pierce Brosnan's character.
Yeah, because he's got the most like stakes all the time, because he's the one trying to keep everything together.
He's the one with the most secrets.
Because even when you're watching Jackie Chan, the entire movie, you're like, he's got this. Like, I know he's gonna make it to the end of this movie, and he's gonna do something crazy. So I'm not really concerned. I am concerned for Pierce Brosnan.
Because it's like, the weird thing about this film is both halves of the movies are cool. They're both really good movies. It's just the second movie, when it shifts into that, overshadows the effect of the first movie that you showed up for.
Yeah.
You know? Because by the second half, it's a different movie than you wanted.
Yeah, it's definitely a different movie than you were pitched, for sure. And it's weird to me, because I feel like Taken with Jackie Chan might have done more for Jackie Chan's career than this movie.
Yeah.
Because the thing about this is, we just saw this, so I'm still kind of mulling over how his part complements the rest of the movie. But it is sort of like, the thing you're talking about or thinking about the most for me when I left the movie is not necessarily the Jackie Chan stuff. Because I keep coming up with this conclusion of like, it feels like there's this whole other movie over here and this Jackie Chan thing.
Yeah. It really just because of the pitch and the title of the film that just misleads you down this path.
And the book is called The Chinaman too, so I know that I assume at least, there must be, you know, a lot of significance to why we center around Jackie Chan, because he is the only person, I guess, kind of like us, even though his backstory comes up, he's clearly not.
Yeah.
He's got to be significant, but it does sort of leave you, at least for the both of us, kind of scratching your head a little bit.
It felt like the screenwriter and the director, they cared a lot to flesh out Chan's character.
Yeah.
And especially in the first half, but I felt like the story they really wanted to tell was the IRA political thriller.
That's the situation at hand, yeah. And Jackie Chan's story is just so simple.
Yeah.
He almost becomes a part of just a bigger story. He's just another thorn in a series of thorns in Pierce Brosnan's side, you know?
So I don't feel like you're going to walk away from this film being like, this is Jackie Chan's movie, because it really is a really good film. It's just not the film you're hoping to get. And you got to have some understanding of IRA history. Like 20, 30 minutes in the film, I have to look over at you and be like, wait a minute, I'm forgetting some IRA history stuff. Because they're not laying this out for an audience member like myself. And I feel bad for all the people that are going to go into this wanting to see an action movie with Jackie Chan, because you get some cool action scenes in here, but you don't really walk away thinking about the cool action scenes.
Well, yeah, and it's also not that kind of action movie either.
Yeah.
It's like, there are some it's more like a Bourne-style movie than a Bond-style movie, I guess, because the action is gritty, and it's not cool
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's not
like awesome.
And it's cool for a Jackie Chan fan like myself to see Jackie Chan embracing this
more
kind of action.
practical. Yeah.
Because it is more of a realistic type of fighting. No funny stuff happens in the fight scenes.
But he does use a lot of props. Still. He
used-
still grabs things in the room.
Yeah, he still grab, but it's more of like the gritty version of Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's the Bourne version. It's the
It's
beat
the,
you
yeah,
with the book
exactly.
version.
It's the Bourne version.
Yeah.
I feel like in other Jackie Chan movies, he uses way more props, and sometimes it's kind of funny in the way he uses it.
I don't walk away from this associating it with fight scenes, which is sort of, I guess, going back
A
to
compliment
that point,
to it, but also detracts from what you wanted from it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what I meant by the whole, like, I don't know how much this movie's gonna do for Jackie Chan, because, like, all his parts of it, are kind of overshadowed by a much bigger movie.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Jackie Chan's great. It's just by the end of the film, you realize I was way more invested in the political thriller stuff.
Yeah. Like, everything is good. It's just I was surprised, and it's still apparent to me that this is different than I expected.
And I got to give the credit to the film for being more than another Taken movie. Because this could have been a simple vengeance movie, but they did a lot more with it.
Just as a movie, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was
compelling.
yeah, don't get me wrong, I thought it was really good. I'm just saying you don't be completely going into this film thinking this is what I'm going to go see.
Yeah, like that hook is not the rest of the song.
Yeah, that's like the first half of the movie. The last half is like way more political.
Yeah.
And then Jackie Chan shows up every once in a while to say, "Give me the names."
Yeah, it's like once he decides to go on the mission, the rest of his characters just give me the names. No, I'm gonna make things hard for you.
Yeah,
all right.
Because that stuff doesn't really develop into something more and more. Jackie Chan's character is sort of just waiting around for the entire other Pierce Brosnan story to develop, so like, Jackie Chan can do something else.
He needs the information, and it makes sense because like he needs the information that the rest of the plot, the characters in the movie need, we need. So it makes sense that we would have to wait to see him show up, but still it is funky.
And so I'd say, like, if you want to see a more dramatic take of Jackie Chan, go for it. And if you want to see a great Pierce Brosnan performance, go for it.
If you want to see a pretty solid IRA thriller like you didn't know was out there, hell yeah, man. Highly recommend it. Great time at the movies. It's great. Full price ticket.
Yeah, go see it. Because I feel like even if I didn't see the trailers, I still would have been like, well, the second half of this movie kind of overcast a lot of the things from the first half, so I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, maybe 4 out of 5.
I would give this a 4 because it surprised me, and the stuff it surprised me with, I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, it's intense. It is intense.
Yeah. So, knock off that extra star for not as much Jackie as I wanted. But I think it's a solid 4.
All right, Reject Nation. Well, that's our review of The Foreigner. Let me ask you guys a question. What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie? Or your favorite Pierce Brosnan movie? It's probably going to be a Bond movie. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell because subscribe buttons are broken. John Humphrey on Twitter and Instagram. Follow him there. You can follow us at the Stardust app at The Real Rejects. Go over there and follow us. Follow us. Patreon.com/The Real Rejects. Follow us.
Follow us everywhere. Be at our house.